Hey there, nomads of lore. I'm Sean.
And I'm Jonathan.
And together we are Meat and Mischief, your home away from no home. In this video, we are going to be talking about the gentle giants themselves, the Ogier. If you are following along in Amazon's Wheel of Time TV show, then you probably just got to experience Loyal the Ogier, and maybe you have a few questions about his race and what is up with them and why they're not Trollocs. And before diving deep in, we want to make sure, like on all of these Wheel of Time videos, to give you where kind of the spoiler levels sit on this video. This video, as far as plot level spoilers, is going to be very mild to not at all for both the show and the books. We might have some mild, definitely some kind of world building things that we're going to talk about. We're going to try to keep anything that would spoil major plot details to a minimum or non-existent.
Yep. So to get started, let's talk about what an Ogier looks like. Obviously, you got to see him in the show. In the book, the way they're described is kind of like a Trolloc. In fact, Rand, when he first runs into one, says, "Oh my gosh, a Trolloc!" but less scary, not as intense.
Yeah.
And they're just large in size, large in stature, and their characterization and culture kind of come from the Lord of the Rings Ent.
Very much from.
Yeah, they're kind of slow in speech.
Up to and including Treebeard's line of "Don't be hasty."
Don't be hasty.
Loyal uses that line very often, and that concept even more. We see all kinds of things that reference. Just briefly, there are all kinds of things that are lifted from the Ent culture, of course, which is no surprise. In this first in Eye of the World, Robert Jordan did a lot of things that kind of pay homage to Tolkien and those inspirations, and then he takes them in a different direction, and including with the Ogier. They essentially have Ent moots where they have these long, week-long meetings that take forever, and all of these very non-hasty things, and loving in culture and lore, and again, like Treebeard, kind of name the names of the creatures. They have something similar where they're keeping up with all of this information and knowing the old names for places, and just being very tied to the world and to the earth and all of that. They, as a part of that, one of their biggest achievements is building these big, beautiful groves that, unfortunately, a lot of them by the time of the show and of the books have kind of either been torn down or cities covered over them, and which is kind of a sad thing for the Ogier and others. But that's a huge achievement. Also, more interesting to a lot of the humans in the story, which is kind of comical when you see the comparison of what the Ogier think is important, which is the groves, and Jonathan's going to talk about the steadings in a minute a little bit, and all of those things, and then the humans think what the Trollocs do. The Trollocs, not the Trollocs. The Trollocs don't do this. They're not building cities in a cook pot. The Ogier do is being amazing stonemasons and building some of the most amazing city structures of this age, and just some of these amazing things. So they also are heavily involved in all of that.
Another important thing along those lines that the Ogier really care about and are interested in, and that they help build or do build, is the steadings. Steadings are kind of the place that they live and reside. It's very important for them, actually, because if they stay outside of a steading for a very long time, they can even end up dying, but they kind of lose some, just like feel bad and feel worse over time as they stay outside of them. Also, another note about steadings is that Sidene and Sidar, access to those is actually blocked in a steading, so channelers are unable to access them to draw from them. And going in further into steadings, we may eventually do a video specifically about steadings, so you definitely be on the lookout for that. But
if that excites you, let us know.
Let us know in the comments if that does excite you. Let us know that if you're excited about Loyal and his interactions in the show. We thank you guys for everything, and like, comment, subscribe, all the things, ring the bell, and we'll see you in the next one.